Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, not much good depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos. Nuro luayo, na nuro luayo. Nuro luayo, na nuro luayo. Ọ dịghị mgbe ike mmadụ ga-akarị ike Chukwu. Ọ dịghị mgbe ike Naịjirịa ga-akarị ike Biafra. Nna nuro, onye kere ụwa nuro luayo. Nna nuro, Olisa bi n'igwe nuro akwayo. Now, the news updates.
So a very top individual from the Pajame District Court don't come out to explain and categorically describe Simon's case and how he dey go right about now in the Pajame District Court. People ask him some questions. Some journalists be ask this guy some questions and he be answer clearly and make I show you the full conversations. First thing first, they ask and say, why be say Simon's case they take too long? Yes, because say Simon was arrested in November of last year, around 24th of November of last year, and today is the 9th of August of 2025, and the Pajame District Court never give a ruling. People come, they ask this man, say, bro, say, why is it taking so long for the Pajame District Court to fully summarize and give a verdict on Simon's issue? This man where they come from the Pajame District Court can respond by saying he can give about 7 reasons why Simon's case they take too long. 7 reasons where we say it makes sense, where we say it they according to the laws of the land. I don't go on bore you with the whole full context of the conversation, but I'm going to show you one by one and they explain them. But I'm going to summarize every single thing for you. So the very first reason why we say Simon's case they take too long now because of the seriousness and complexity of the charges. Yes, this man they claim says Simon's case is a very serious one, yet so they never find him guilty or not, but his case in its context is a very serious one in the country of Finland. And that is why it take them very long to do the whole research and to give a verdict. Yes, he said the courts don't want to make any mistake and they don't want to leave any stone unturned. It was like, yes, this case is a very serious one, which is terrorism-related offenses in Finland. They require extensive evidence gathering, including analysis of public statements, social media activity, financial transactions, and possible links to armed groups abroad. I would see this man they talk right about now. Say they need full time, they need time to do all of these findings. It also conducts a Finnish law demands that prosecutors prove intent and group participation beyond reasonable doubt. And that is why it take too long. That is the very first reason. The second reason here, the international and cross-border elements. This man, they say, this particular case of Simon involves cross-border elements and international countries. It involves the country of Nigeria and the country of Finland and other EU countries. Say this man's case bigger than the country. He also said that the alleged offenses are tied to events outside Finland, Nigeria, Biafra-related activities, which means gathering evidence from foreign jurisdiction, translating documents, videos, and messages from multiple languages into Finnish, coordinating with foreign law enforcement, a process that's typically slow and it take time to conclude. Yes, he also said the third reason are pre-trial investigation rules in Finland. They give specific pre-trial rules in Finland where we say they lead to a lengthy summary of a case in Finland. Yes, make I for show you waiting talk in his own words so that we'll get first-hand info. He states, in Finland, pre-trial investigations can last many months, even a year, before charges are filed. Once charges are filed, there's usually a preparatory hearing, then multiple main hearings days spread over weeks or months. Some hearings can be postponed if new evidence emerges or if defense requests extra time to prepare. And I would see this man they talk right about now. He also said that the fourth reason why Simon's case they take too long now because say it involves multiple charges. Yes, just in case you don't know, this man gets different charges in his lawsuit filed against him. He gets aggravated tax fraud. He also gets some issues with his previous company where he worked under his wife Maria Sakajave. He also gets issues with the purchasing of arms for Nigeria's southeast region and other charges where they say they level against him. So because Simon gets multiple charges, it take a long time for them to gather all of the info on all of these charges and present them before the Pajame District Court, and for the court to fully look into it and fully do a proper declaration regarding that case. The fifth reason, maybe say Simon's case they take too long now because of defense strategy. Yes, this man they claim say defense lawyers sometimes pushes for delays to allow more time to review evidence, obtain counter experts to challenge prosecution, translations or interpretations, negotiate with prosecutors over possible charge reductions. So in the claim say this particular one will be say Simon's case they take too long can be a defense strategy where Carl Gumeres, the lawyer where they represent Simon, adopt. In the claim says Carl Gumeres sometimes don't try to elongate Simon's case strategically so that he go get more time to counter the evidence where they come from the prosecuting legal counsel team, and also negotiate with prosecutors over possible charge reductions. And I will see this man they talk right about now. Remember, I say we also get the good news and the massive news on Simon's case, where this man don't disclose in this particular day and time. He don't give a big disclosure about Simon's possible verdict, and everybody needs to pay attention to it. So the sixth reason why we say Simon's case they take too long now, finish court scheduling. Yes, he gave reasons why the Pajame District Court get plenty case on their calendar, and that is why they take them time to attend to these cases one after the other. They take them time to bring case A, deal with case A, deal with case B, and so on and so forth. So the Pajame District Court need more time because of their court scheduling. Hope this actually makes sense at this particular point in time or more. The man don't even stop there. He also said the seventh reason why we say this guy case they take too long and because of possible classified and sensitive evidence. What does one even mean? Say, make I read them as he take drop. And state terrorism trials may involve evidence that are restricted, e.g., from security services. Handling such material requires closed sessions and special clearances, which slows the pace. So as you can clearly see, the National Bureau of Investigation, the department where try and investigate Simon, get some sensitive documents where they don't want to share with the public. They have some classified documents, classified files, and archives of files where they say they don't want to share with anybody. So, with not wanting to share it with the public, it delay Simon's case. And these are the 7 reasons why this man don't tender before the finish press this morning as to why Simon's case they take too long. In a nutshell, he can wrap off the whole thing. He can summarize his whole full statement by saying that Simon's case typically should take between 12 to 18 months for the presiding judges in the Pajame District Court to give a verdict. Now, let's go to the interesting and the most important part of this video revelation. Yes, person could ask the man, say, bro, how Simon's case could actually end. Do you have any idea? You've been in the court session, you've seen all the documents presented, you've seen all the evidence discussed, and you've seen witness statements. What do you think this case, Simon's case, will probably, how do you think it will probably end? Do you think Simon will be sentenced? Do you think he will be acquitted of all the charges leveled against him? What did this man talk next go blow your mind? They asked this man, say, how Simon's case could probably end. The answers will come from this man were very, very intelligent. He talk say, okay, you want to know how Simon's case will end, ba? Okay, make I show you. May I give you some examples we don't happen for our courts previously. Make I give you some clear and distinctive examples we don't happen for Pajame District Court. Maybe for use them get sense. Maybe for use them get common sense. In contact say, first and first, in October of 2023, the Pajame District Court been handled a case where they say 3 men were convicted for planning racially motivated attacks. Okay, so 3 men use a 3D machine. If you don't know what a 3D machine be now, machine will be say you feel use and build anything where it go come out in a plastic form. A 3D machine go give you anything where you tell and say, "Oga, build for me," and go build that. So these 3 men been use a 3D machine to print out a firearm, a plastic form of firearm, and they can't use them to carry out different forms of violence in Finland. So these 3 men, these 3 individuals were arrested and they were charged to the Pajame District Court. Yes, as they were charged to the Pajame District Court, the prosecuting lawyer at that particular point in time can't use, that's the firearm where they've been used a 3D machine to build, to construct as a clear evidence in the court of law. Yes, make I for show you as this man take talk am, make we for see am. It states, what past finish / Nordic cases show? He said, for number one, Paijahame far-right case of October of 2023 conviction. What happened? 3 men were convicted for planning racially motivated attacks, making 3D printed firearms, and preparing for violence. The courts found material preparations and weapons manufacture, not just rhetoric. Lesson, courts convict when there is concrete operational preparations. That is when there is weapons, plans, training, etc. Even if the plot didn't reach execution. The Paijahame District Court, same courts handling Simon's case, gave multiple year sentences. So this man cited this particular example as the very first one. Say, 3 men being carried out one particular operation in Finland in 2023. The Paijahame District Court found evidence against them. Now they use sentence them. But what will be the bone of contention here? Why is this case coming up here? Well, this man they talk say, as you can see in this particular case, they found materials and evidence, physical materials and evidence after these men were arrested. So the National Bureau of Investigation and the Finnish police went to the houses of these individuals and they found these 3D printed arms, and they see other materials and other documents. Then they tried them, and the Paijahame District Court found them guilty. So use this as a very first example to tell people stylishly how Simon's case will end. So in context, say, as you can see in this very first case we don't discuss, they found physical materials on these individuals. They were caught in the act, and then they tried them straight to the point, and really hard. In context, but for Simon's case, you get how Simon's case be. They never see any physical material after his home was searched, after his bank accounts were frozen. No physical materials has been found, and I make Simon's case very, very different. And the talk say Simon's case fit end in a particular way where they say the USB people go really enjoy.
My people, on don't hear them now. What do you make of it? Drop your comments. But remember, it's Biafra or nothing. Bye for now.